and I give the floor to the representative of the Syrian Arab Republic.
شكرا سيد الرئيس.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, despite the Israeli occupation and its hostile, systematic measures and its savage crimes that have existed for many decades, the Palestinian question still enjoys broad support from all those countries who believe in international law and the principles of justice and the rights of peoples. Each time that the Israeli occupying power takes additional hostile steps in an attempt to eradicate this issue, when it tries to wipe away history and geography, the support for the Palestinian people throughout the world increases. The truth is that those people who think that murder, genocide, forced exile will help to deal once and for all with the Palestinian question is completely wrong, is illusory. Those who believe that strength will prevail over rights are wrong. Massacres and killings just bolster the rights of those who live in Palestine, in Syria and in Lebanon, and bolster their commitment to return to their occupied land pursuant to international law. The occupying power is continuing its work. It's destroying civilian infrastructure. It's caused forced exile, and it's killed 243 humanitarian workers. Journalists have died. It has defied the Secretary General and the UN. The ban on UNRWA flies in the face of international law. These measures demonstrate a criminal approach. There are well-rooted policies for these occupying powers. The crimes of the occupying power is just like gang warfare, and that like the Haganah and Stern and Irgun, all of these groups that operated decades ago, and targeting this is just like the targeting of the Count Volker Bernadotte, the first mediator. The murder was was then appointed as the Prime Minister of the occupying power. The crimes of the occupying power would not have been able to continue without the multifaceted support provided by the US and a number of its partners to Israel. These efforts to ensure that no accountability be brought for these Israeli criminals. Israel has enjoyed impunity. It is arrogant, and it has fanned the flames of war in Gaza to ensure that the whole region is on the brink of a widespread war. It is high time for lives to be saved and for the genocide to be stopped and the ethnic cleansing in Palestine. And it's high time for an end to be brought to the ground invasion of Lebanon and the attacks on Gaza and Lebanon. We cannot accept the Security Council being held hostage to one state that wants to ensure the primacy of the Israeli occupation, to the detriment of the security of the entire region and to the detriment of the blood being shed of the people of the region, in the context of its ongoing work to mitigate, or rather, Israel is almost on a daily basis striking Syria, targeting civilians, including in their homes, including women and children, and residential areas where there are the headquarters of diplomatic missions and UN offices, over and above targeting civilian infrastructure and service infrastructure, including roads, bridges, border crossing points, where people coming from our brotherly country, Lebanon, who are trying to flee the Israeli war machine. This is what they do. The summit organized by the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, our brotherly country, reaffirmed its strong condemnation of the Israeli aggression against Syria and called upon the Security Council to take necessary decisive measures to stop the occupying crimes and to implement the relevant resolutions of the Security Council to bring an end to the Israeli occupation of Arab territories, including the Syrian Arab Golan, which is the occupied Syrian Arab Golan. My country, Syria, would warn against ongoing escalation by Israel in our region. This will cause widespread chaos and will destabilize the region. It will threaten regional and international peace and security. My country is calling upon the Security Council to prevent this from happening and to implement immediately its relevant resolutions, and in particular 24238, in order to bring an end to the Israeli occupation of Palestine, of areas of Syria and Lebanon, in order to have the establishment of a sovereign Palestinian state with Jerusalem as its capital, East Jerusalem as its capital, so that it can be a fully fledged member of the UN as well. We refuse the unilateral measures taken by the Israeli occupying power to prevent the work of UNRWA and to ban its work in the Palestinian territories. The agent was wrongly even dubbed as a terrorist organization. This behavior is extremely dangerous. It is unprecedented. My country considers that there is a need to enable UNRWA to implement its mandate in the OPT and in other countries, including my country, Syria, and to guarantee appropriate, sufficient financing for UNRWA. In conclusion, Syria condemns Israeli deliberate attacks against the UNIFIL working in Lebanon. There is a need to preserve the safety and security of UNIFIL and also in order to ensure that there's been no change to its mandate. Thank you.
I thank the representative of the Syrian Arab Republic for his statement.